Nuopurista kuuluu se polokan tahti, jalkani pohjii kutkutti. Ievan äiti se tyttönsä vahti, vaan kyllähän Ieva se juttutti. Sillä ei meitä silloin kiellot haittaa, kun me tanssimme laijasta laitaa. Saliveli hiljalleen. Ievan suu oli vehnäisellä, voi me se tonne toivotti. Pää oli märkänä jokaisella ja viulu se vonkuja voivotti. Ei tätä poikoo märkyys haittaa, sillä naskoo laijasta laitaa. Saliveli hipput hiljalleen. Ievan äiti se tammoorissa virsiä veisata huijutti. Kun tämä poika naapurissa ämmän tyttöä nuhijutti. Eikä tätä poikoo ämmät haittaa, sillä naskoo laijasta laitaa. Saliveli hipput hiljalleen. Helepate hella, helepate helepampaa. Jali tuli jallaa, tali tuli jallaa, tili tali tantaa. Ali tuli jallaa, tili tuli tallaa, tili. Nuopurista kuuluu se polokan tahti, jalkani pohjii kutkutti. Ievan
Hey guys, we're watching chat. We know we were a minute early, so we were going to play that again. But of course, yeah. You guys were like, what? They're early? Complain when we're late? Complain when we're early? No. And it all spawns back, the whole story spawns back to Wepaz, where basically Wepaz didn't wake up in time to pick up Apollo, which then put Apollo in a bad mood. You put Apollo in a bad mood. You know you did. Apollo's in a bad mood. Apollo texts Trance and said, hey, why aren't you here? And Trance is like, we ain't a fucking taxi company. And then guess what? Trance was in a bad mood. Trance then comes to me at my desk while I'm working and tells me to go tell people to give us some fucking money, and I shout at Trance and say, shut the fuck up and don't ever mention money again to me because I can't just demand money from fucking people. So then Trance got in a bad mood.
What?
A worse mood. Trance then went to his room and said, fuck this shit, I'm not working then, I'm gonna go play video games. Trance went to his room, ordered a copy, or pre-ordered a copy of Battlefield 3. He then proceeded to play the expansion pack. He then proceeded to play video games and decided that he would not produce the show that he normally produces. So, Wepaz decided that he would produce the show with me instead of Trance. And so Wepaz had to produce the show.
Back to Wepaz, man.
Yeah, Wepaz produced the show, and while he did that, Apollo then had to go pick up Semler. So Wepaz on the show. Wepaz on the show, not picking up the phone. Trance. Now we lost our only contact. Apollo's out in the middle waiting for 2.5 hours. We wasted a lot of time on this show, right? Because you put him, and all from you not waking up in time to pick Apollo up from the airport, you've killed, because he could only be presumed dead after 3 hours of not being found. You've killed Semler. Wepaz, you're a fucking murderer. All because you didn't wake up. You woke up an hour late to pick up Apollo. And that string of whole fucking events happened. I've solved the mystery. Wepaz is the culprit. Semler was killed at the airport with a candlestick.
But I like blood. I'm funny coming from a guy who seems to pull shit out of his ass.
I like potato, French fries with potato.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll see if we can.
With,
Chef Wepaz. Night N wants French fries.
I like cats, but
not that much.
Not that much.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I mean, that's concerning.
Yeah. When I saw the cat, I was thinking maybe we should play some football later.
What?
When I was talking earlier and you were going to gas me about analysis, I was actually thinking about what I'm drinking tonight, which is really bad. But it's okay, because the Colt team have won. Look how awesome they're standing. These stats are way better. Lots of numbers that are higher than the other team's numbers. These numbers shit on these numbers. That's all we need to know.
The Good Studio is the best studio. Woo! James, you really need a haircut. Semler, you're a sack of shit. Woo!
Now my
my ladies to the dance floor. It's time to do your thing. You see the piece of change, you see the pinky ring. Now this one ain't a joke, and this one ain't a game. You gotta twerk for my baby brother, now show no shame. You already know where you came from and why you came, and why you coming. You hear that 808.
So basically, I spoke to a woman at Airlander, and the conversation was actually really funny because I was just being a dick. But basically, spoke to a woman at Airlander. I don't know when we blue screened, but basically, I said that we've got a missing person child at the at Airlander, and then she said, "Okay," and I said, "Yeah," and then I said, "You know, he's traveling alone, and we're a bit worried about him because we arranged for a driver, Apollo, to pick him up from City Terminalen, and he hasn't arrived in 3 hours, and we're very concerned because he has special needs." And she was like, "Oh," and she was like, "How old is this child?" And I said, I was like, 20. And I couldn't stop laughing. But I said, I covered my story because I said, yes, well, he's more like a child because he has special needs, but we don't need to go into it. And we can't find him, and he hasn't got a phone, and we normally fly him with someone else. So he flew from America to the Netherlands with somebody. But then he got delayed and had to wait 8 hours and flew in by himself. So we're very concerned. And so she was like, "Okay," and she's like, "What's the name?" "August Massenet." And I was like, "Yeah." And so they're doing a PA announcement in English, expecting a special needs.
How are you gonna? I was about to ask. How are you actually gonna expect a kid with special needs or a guy with special needs now?
Someone's gonna walk up like, "Yeah, I'm August Massenet," and they're gonna be like,
"Oh, come here!"
They'll be like, "Really?" And hopefully he's really docile and tired from traveling, that they won't suspect that he doesn't have special needs. But basically, they're passing on a message that someone with special needs at the age of 20 that's travelled by themselves needs to call this number. And the thing is, I did the whole conversation, and you guys would have laughed so hard because I tried to keep it together really bad, and I started laughing, and then I just started coughing to actually cover the laughter, to be like, "Oh, sorry about that." And basically, and how old is he?
Dude, I mean...
So, Hellspawn, what do you think we should do then? Devise a plan and tell us now.
Yeah, I think we should go Act 2 in the middle of it. Just to see if we get Hellgear from then Act 1 is much better. And I mean, the stacks we build up really fast. Just like half an hour we have 5 stacks again. I just reckon that we don't want Hellgear. I don't think that anything that we use or will change will be Hellgear. That's what I'm thinking. But I haven't looked into it, so I cannot say what is a Hellgear or what is Inferno gear. I just reckon that we get about 75 to 80% Hellgear, which is shit. But I mean, going Act 2 can also be that we have to, you know, re-game a lot because we get yellow ones that we cannot simply kill, like the one we went into. But it's not me making, I just say what I think. That's the only thing. But I'm kind of sure that what we did first, you know, clearing the end of Act 1, gives better loot than killing Cathedral. I just feel that, you know, rolling the dice, and you want to get the 100 and you have the 100 square dice, and rolling the dice and want the 6 on a 6 square is better. So, what should we do?
Yeah, that sounds good, mate.
Okay. I recreated. I wonder if I would try this Royal Audience, Chapter 4. I'm just gonna check where it is.
So what's happening?
Can you just recap it quickly for us, what we were doing again?
I'm creating
just quickly, just
Act 2 Chapter 4. stop trolling. I see the chat too.
Lead face like a boss, EX space into wind strike and get out, son. That is it. I mean, Shawir, he can be pretty and all, you know, with that thorn disguise, you know, Ranid disguised as a thorn, but it's just not going to help him at this point. He's just going to get bossed out of this. And Afe, you know, he's got his lockdown. I mean, maybe, you know, act of God, something. No, it's not going to happen. No, get out.
Tell me that
look how strong his fingers.
Tell me that's not Destiny. If he sat with his neck to an angle just a little bit, and he talked only with his jaw. Now talk with your jaw. Yeah, just like that. A little bit more. Fucking Daisy. Yeah.
That's how the VC just sat on the end of the production team. Let's take a camera over to Apollo, see what he's up to right now.
Real quick. Production crew in the future will be a little bit snappier. Oh, what the hell?
That's why Apollo's not
giving us
camera.
Updates.
I am not afraid.
I don't mind.
I am not afraid.
It's a modern culture.
Yeah.
I can barely take my hands off you.
I can barely keep my hands off you. I want to do things that only require oils and tools of the sexual trade.
Yeah, Apollo. Yeah, just there.
Climb into my sex chair and find yourself facing me rectally.
Bailing bust me harder, Apollo.
I used to play random, but for you I'll play very specifically. Of course, specifically spelled with a K, by the way. There's like 3 guys really mad about this monster can sitting here, and I want you to know it's for you. Right there. Read it and weep. Capitalism, you son of a bitch.
I would also like money. And I think I'm entitled to 3 times the money of Jeff.
Prove it. Prove it out. I'll tell you what, if you chug that right now, I'll give you 20 euro. You have to chug it, though.
I can't deep throat Jeff like you, so I will have to continuously drink.
Well,
is this even going to be good for me?
Yeah.
Could I read some of the ingredients?
Well, it's just got a few things in here. We've got Hill Hopatatanen, Vesi, Ruakasareri, Gluacasarepi, Citarono Hapo.
Will I get sponsored if I do it?
Yeah. I'll do it with you, okay?
Alright. Alright. Ah, that was delicious. Oh, you finished yours after mine.
So what we learned from this is that James is not a dick, he's actually a pussy. My heart is beating so fast. You need to drink yours.
Here we go. The game's finished.
Come on. That's a lot of monster. We're going to have such a good host after this.
I'm shaking.
That's just the beginning of the shakes.
I feel like I can take on the world, Jeff.
Woo!
Can you pass me some water?
Yeah, it's right there.
The jug. That was beautiful. It's probably really good when you drink it normally.
I think the secret to time travel is to drink enough monster that you can vibrate through time and space.
Wouldn't you like another one, Jeff? I don't think you can.
You don't think I can? You're gonna try to appeal to my challenge?
Third, after he killed, his probe killed my drone. Like, he got a drone kill with a probe.
Every time this guy says a joke, okay, let me show you what happens. This is the computer. He has the stream chat next to it. He goes, "Your mom likes the penises more than the vaginas." And then he goes, He does it every fucking time.
Yeah.
And on the good studio, when they go to trance, here's what he does too. He goes,
Yeah.
I made him so mad. Look how mad he is, and everyone's liking it. Everyone loves me. I want your attention. Please.
It's true. I'm a little bit
Quake's
self-obsessed.
dead. I need something new.
Just like Matt Damon.
They think I'm funny. Do you think I'm funny too? Oh, God.
And the overacting award goes to Jeff. Oh, Jesus Christ.
The police are here.
He killed his mom.
I can't believe you're joking about my mom dying. My mom watches these tournaments. She's going to ask who the coke addict I'm casting with is.
From the other side, you can kind of watch everything.
Note to self, James has no soul. Well, if your mom keeps eating the way she is, she'll be dead too pretty soon, right?
You can't die from cock, Jeff. Okay, so when the next game is ready,